Twitch, YouTube. We've got to check now. YouTube. Surely it's somewhere here, my channel. Aha, there we go. I need to share that link. So, Facebook is on. Pause there. That's the one I wanted. Okay. Oh. You know what you could do? Grab me internet wire. I'm on wireless and board. Thank you. Pardon? Can't see you. Yep. There you go. Hiya, Tom. Right then, so let's see. I've got to try and get these blue things out first because I want to show the switches off first. Would have been decent if I looped it which way round they wanted, but hey ho. I'll figure that out after. Push them all out. No, I don't know how to put that. So, that's it. So basically, these are all different switches for keyboards, and I've got three different brands. I've got Gatron, I've got Cherry, and I've got Kale or Carly, depending on how you want to say the name. I've also got some bit of PCB, and the idea is I'm going to make a numpad whilst I also have a switch tester, so it'll actually be a useful switch tester, which isn't usual. Oh. Where's the shorts? I've got shorts on. Show you a bit of skin. Probably get banned from YouTube now. Of course I've got shorts on, man. Just longer shorts. These are my smart shorts. So, I've got, right, what I've got now. I'm going to have all the Cherry ones in together. Cherry. That's it. That's Kale. Gatron. All them in Gatron. That one. That's it. That's a Kale red. Kale blue. That's the Cherry blue then. That's a Cherry. Kale. Cherry. Right, and so we've got 4 Kale, 7 Cherry, and however many there is there, 5, 6. There's others. My colourful holiday shorts. I'll put them on next time, just for you. So, I don't know how I'm going to set these out actually. I don't know. Let's just see these. I have actually got all the settings for these switches written down, so if anyone wants to know what switches does what, so I can say, for instance, If Kale Black is here, needs a force of about 80 grams, and it's a linear, and it's not a clicky switch. So that's, see, I have the power. But I'm thinking about going down here. You won't be able to see this at the moment. I'm thinking about going down here around the outside with the Kale switches, and then the rest of them can just be in 2 lines. So Kale switch. Which way around is it? That way is it today? If I think about it. That way around. Kale switch. Kale switch. Kale switch. I can't see the balloon. What's its shaft now, can I? That's not very clever. So that's Kale switches. Then I've got these gauge run switches. Now I might go with them. What I'm doing, I'm basically making a numpad, but we're using different switches. So my phone's going a bit mad. So each switch is a different type of switch. So these are all Kale switches, or Kaylee or Carly, depending on how you want to say it. So you've got the black, the blue, the red and the brown, and each one has different properties. Then you've got the Gatron switches, which are similar, but again they've got different properties. And then I've got cherry switches as well. So basically the idea is, once I've done it, I've got a working bit of hardware that can also show people what the switches are like when people ask. That's the idea anyway. It would be nice if I could get them in the same position on, actually, for both the cherry and the Gatron ones, isn't it? So if I go black, brown, red, there is no yet cherry yellow. It's cherry everything else pretty much, but not yellow. There's blue. So I'm just mounting them onto the plate first, and then I'll put the PCB on and then solder them after. That way around. At the end of the day, dude, if you didn't have a keyboard that was working, and now that you do, I think it was a good move. I normally go for, at the moment I'm using the Poker 3 for my main keyboard, a 60% keyboard with cherry greens. That one's which is a heavy clicky switch. But yeah, I like them. But yeah, pretty much nowadays most Mac boards are pretty decent, to be honest. They're not bad at all. I've just realised I've not been taking much notice of what I'm doing. So clear goes to there. Oh, mouse. Rocket. I don't know. Logitech. The only Logitech mouse that I've got is, what's that mouse I've got over there? What's that mouse I've got over there? The Logitech one just on the black box. Is it the G900, I think? It's the newer one. And I've just been sent that one to review. Oh no, the one in the black box should be next to that one. That's the new DM one. There's a little black box in that, next to that one should be. Is it not there? Should be there. It's not in anything, it's just in the box. I'm back in a second. Oh, come on. What's there? It's far down. Yes. There we go. That's the only Logitech one. I've got the G900. So other than that, I don't really know on the Logitech side of things. This is the one that they've sent me, so I'll be reviewing that soon. But other than that, I'm not really sure in the Logitech range. Right, so with this, I need to get this PCB on it the right way round, hopefully, without all the pins going through. Some of the pins are bent, so we'll sort them out first. And can you pass me a little pair of pliers? Please. This is a bent pin on one of them. Thanks. Corsair. Yeah, the Corsair aren't too bad. Some of the Corsair mice do alright. Some of them aren't as good, but most of them nowadays are really nice. They've got the M65, which is nice. The Rat 9. Yeah, the rats scurry around alright. I'm not a massive fan of the Rat one personally, but I know quite a few people have them. Right, let's see if I can get these switches in here. I'm just trying to get the switch. Some of them are in the right place. See, the good thing about all these switches, they're all basically Cherry clones, or they've got the same layout of them anyway, so they all fit on the PCB pretty much anywhere, as long as I can get them in right. Which one's stopping it? Yeah, the frame's anodized blue, but I'm not much for the blue one, to be honest. I would have preferred a different colour, but I didn't have them available. Well, they did have them available, I just didn't think about them until after. So I picked the blue one, but I probably should have gone silver really. I won't mind getting that in there though. This one switch won't go in there. Come on, go. Why do you always have one switch that's not going to work? Come on, N. No, N. Right, I'm going to have to figure this out. You go in there, be a good boy. Sit. Right, so switches are in then. This is always slightly out of focus. Did that go a bit better, I think. So we'll try that again, eh? This way round. Find the ones that are. So all them are in. There's just like one switch probably that's not in right. It's going to be. So all them ones are. All them ones are. Oh, this is looking better. All them ones are. It's these two side ones, aren't they? They must need going the PCB slightly different. So I'm just going to push it and then fix the ones that fall out. So that one, all them in, that one, that one. Yeah, all them are in, all the ones that are pushed out. So why won't you go in there? Why is it being mean? Are the switches different on them ones? No. I might just solder a few on so I know what the PCBs are right, and the ones that are right are definitely in, and then just sort the ones that out after. I think that's a better idea, stopping it keep on popping off. Yeah, let's do that. So I've got my soldering iron set up already because I can. All I'm going to do is tap it with a bit of solder. Let's see, I'm about to focus on that again. Wow. So if I do a couple of these just in random positions for now, I'll be able to push the others on where they need to go. If you've got any questions about which switches are on it or what the properties of the switches are, just ask and I can tell you. Oh, see, I've just spotted what's wrong with some of them. So that's cherry. That needs to go that way round there. Why won't you go there? He's not even bent. What the fuck? There we go. Haha, it was slightly bent. That one needs to go down here. There we go. That's them in now. And then it's just these two. Do they have to go in different on this side? I reckon so. I reckon these go in the opposite way round. Like that. Because they're side mounted switches, aren't they? At a guess. There we go, yes, that's why. I didn't notice that before. There we go, now I can solder them all. Huzzah! I don't know if this needs, this will probably need flashing with some software, so I won't actually be able to use it straight away. I'll just have to software it as well, but that won't be. Actually, saying that though, it has got a. It does actually say on here these. It might be okay. Where's the other pen for that one? No, that one's not right though, is it? Which one's that? He's blooming bent, isn't he? Silly switch. Just pop him back in the right place this time. That's better. No, it doesn't fit on the side of my existing keyboard, but I can use it as well as my existing keyboard. I've got a very, very small 40% plank keyboard, and sometimes I do miss having a numpad or some extra keys. But I'd be able to set this up as for macros, or I'll be able to set it up to pretty much do whatever I want. So, you know, it's always useful to have a little bit of extra keys. So I was thinking about maybe messing around. I could turn it into a soundboard if I wanted to. So when if and when we move house, and I set up a room for doing some streaming for gaming and stuff like that, I'd be able to use this as a soundboard. Maybe, I don't know. I just liked it, so I bought it mainly. That's the main reason. I'm using the metal-based keyboard off Mastrop. I've got a few keyboards that are metal off Mastrop. I'm not sure which one you mean, but I've got quite a few. I've got a. What have I got? Maybe, oh, I've got a White Fox off Mastrop. I've got a Plank off Mastrop, and I've got an Ergodox on its way from Mastrop. Oh, this all wasn't very good. This is actually off Mastrop, but I just wanted a keyboard to have all the more common switches on that I could find. Yeah, I've already got the maths. I've got a white box. I use that sometimes. That's on my second computer more than anything. I mean, at the moment, I'm still using my poker and my plank. As well as all the other keyboards that I get sent to for review as well. So I haven't really had time to use any of my own keyboards. I've been using review samples more. So at the moment I've got the, what am I got at the moment? Oh, the G Skill Rip Jaw on there at the moment. And then I think after that I've got the G Skill one's the KM780, I think it is. After that I've got the, whoa, what was the other one now? I forgot what the other one was. Oh, where's the switch for that one? Ah, that was going to be a problem. Sorry, I might be able to reach it. Yeah, I can reach it. What's after that? I've got the G Skill one. Oh, I've got a Zalman one, I think, if I remember rightly. I need to do. And then hopefully after that, I'll have some ducky boards and some. Well, they all went on pretty easy actually. The Solins. I'll show you this there. The Solin's not too bad at all. I don't know if you can, which way do you need to move my hand? Ah, this is confusing. There we go. It's alright, that. See, multi-solder 101. Well, kind of. Multi-solder if you're an idiot 101. So, that's pretty much the actual switch test is complete. So it has got rubber feet. So that's it. So you've got on here. Let's get a bit of a rundown of the switches, shall we? Now I've done them. Eh? That's a good idea. Right, I'm just trying to remember which ones are rich in my head. Let's start now to focus, which is annoying. There we go. So on here you have from the top to the bottom my favourite switch here, which is a cherry green, which it's got a force of about, that's 80. It's tactile, you can probably hear it, it's clicky as well. So the tactile means it's got a bump halfway down, you know, where when it starts to actuate and become a switch, you know, actual, you know when you're starting to work, and that's what that does. So that's quite a heavy switch with being 80. You've got blues, which are a bit basically the same as a green, but they're a bit lighter. It's 50. You measure it in centinewtons, but you can have it as grams. It's pretty much the same. So we'll say grams from all. Everyone knows it as that. So your blues is tactile, 50 grams. It's quite clicky, annoying. You've got clears, which are they're pretty much the same as a black, I guess. These are 65 grams. They're tactile, but they haven't got a click, so you can feel them move, but you can't really hear them. Similar to a brown, so a brown's 45 grams. It's tactile, but it hasn't got a click. Black, 60, they're linear, and they haven't got a click, so you've got no feedback at all, and you haven't got a click. So they feel a bit spongy to me when they're linear, but they work. And white, oh, I like that actually. I like the clear and the white. Yeah, the tactile one. Yeah, the clear's sorry, the white's a heavy switch. It's pretty much the same as a green. I'd say it's 80 grams. It is clicky, but it's not as loud as a green. I'll shut up a sec so you can hear. So yeah, that one's not It is clicky. I didn't realise my laptop's on, isn't it? So I can hear myself. Ah! Go on mute to laptop. There we go. Yeah, so it is clicky, but not as clicky. And then red, I hate reds. Reds are probably one of the most common switches to have, but they just annoy me. They're way too squishy for me. Reds are 45 grams. They're linear, they're quiet, they're squishy. There's nothing to them. Now, the others basically copies of what you've got already on these. They're just, you've got some slight differences. So, but they're basically the same. The ones that you haven't got, if you haven't got yellow cherries, they're 50 grams, linear and quiet. Blues, I think they're probably the same. I'd say that feels a little bit heavier. I think they're a little bit heavy, to be honest. I think that's 60 grams. But yeah, but that's basically what that is. It's just a switch tester now. I have got some keycaps I can put on them, but I might put some different ones on it. I've got some spares upstairs, and I don't really like these ones. Also, when you haven't got switches, they do sound different with keycaps, I think. So if we bang all these on, see what they like. Maybe that's the second row on this. Yeah, I need to have to do later. How are they all? And I didn't realise you had first, second and third rows. I'll have to sort them out. That one. Yeah, sort them later. But yeah, I'm going to have numbers on these probably. I've got a spare set of numbers upstairs. So I'll do that. But yeah, that is all I've got really this time. It was a very quick one. If anyone else has got one of these, it is just that simple. That's how quick it took you to put it together. It should work. There's nothing else to it. You're just soldering them on, and that's it. So yeah, I have got my Ergo docks coming soon. That should be a bit of a crazy keyboard. I won't put these on. I really do. So you go there, you go there, you go there. Bang one. I'll just bang them on as quick. That one goes up there. You go up there with them. Ah! I'm throwing them at myself. What the hell? That's the wrong one. That one's there. Oh dear. Putting the switches on. Oh no. There we go. So that's it pretty much. These last few, and then you have a switch tester that switches and makes noises and clicks, and in a minute I'm going to plug it in upstairs and see if it's got any software on it. I don't know. I might have to flash it. But that is it. Where's the last one? Oh, I put that one on the wrong way. Oh shit. Sorted. Job's a good one. There we go. That's them. That's just like I say, just a quick one, just to get them on board and soldered. Well, that's what I've done today. What we'll probably do, I'll probably chuck this in my bag when I go to events, so people can have a little play with them. There's something about it that's a bit quite nice. Yeah, that's it. I've got to go and pick up my computer, and I've just bought a power supply and stuff and overclockers, so I best grab that from Joe whilst he's got it, else it'll be broken. The USB cable, it's got a micro USB that goes in here. Just plugs in at the top. So it just goes there, and it's just a good one. I wish I'd have brought one down with me. I've got loads upstairs, but you don't actually get a cable with these. I'll just say print out. That's probably the only thing you don't get. So normally, if you buy this switch tester, you just get the plate with all the switches on. But you can buy the PCB separate, which is with mass drop. You can just purchase it with it straight away, and that's what I did. So yeah. Oh, that's it. Just a very quick one. So I'll see you in a bit. Bye 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 bye. I always forget. I never know how to turn this off, so I say bye and then spend about 10 minutes figuring out how to stop it. Stop! Why do you keep on playing? I'll put there, YouTube. Bye bye!